Okie dokie. Back in the car. Alright, you read the title. I just got done at the gym. Off to work now, and a bit of a drive ahead. I just got a somewhat new job. Fucking the complete opposite direction to my gym. So, a 45-minute trip ahead of me. Woohoo. You won't be around with me for the whole time though. This might be around, I'm hoping for 15 to 20 minutes. You know, we'll see how we go. Anyways, enough of that. You read the title, and it's true. Excuses will keep you broke. Now, it may be pretty obvious to some of you why, but I'm here to explain for the people who don't, maybe it's not as clear for them, because it's pretty much the root of all of your problems in terms of making money. Because when you think about it, why aren't you making money? Oh, well, I don't want to. Well, why? Because so-and-so, it's too difficult. Excuse. I'm too young, too old. Excuse. I don't have the skills. Again, excuses. Recording YouTube videos and uploading them is not difficult. The only thing that's difficult is overcoming the mental hurdle. I know that the sun's not great, but you know, put up with it. I know the mental hurdle is when the first couple of videos may be pretty significant, but really, as long as you stay consistent and are patient enough, that's literally it. You almost guarantee yourself to become rich. You just start uploading videos. And again, I made the excuses for ages. I could have started this channel months before I did, and I would have had so much more time to get myself up and off the ground before uni started. And who knows? I could have blown up. It's unlikely, but you know, one of my videos could have done extremely well. I could be already monetized. Like, you don't know. And excuses will prevent you from achieving what you want. So that's why I'm here to tell you this information in case you haven't already heard. But the excuses you're making, or reasons to justify not taking a risk or whatever, it's not even a risk. I'm going to go back to YouTube because it's such a good example. Like low risk, YouTube is such low risk, high reward. I don't know why everyone isn't doing it. It really is baffling. Now, obviously, if you've tried YouTube before and you've made, say, 40, 50 videos and you don't like it, then yeah, okay, fair enough, find something else. But I guarantee there's so many people who haven't even tried. Now, that doesn't count for when you're a kid and you're making fucking Minecraft videos or Fortnite videos. That doesn't count because everyone was doing it. And even then, you made less excuses then than you do now. And what does that say about yourself? And I kind of thought about that, like, why did we have no shame in uploading videos back then? Because we all did it as a kid. We all tried to upload videos because we all wanted to be YouTubers. But why did we have such little shame then? Because we weren't smart enough to understand or to justify those kinds of decisions. To justify, you know, all of these rational excuses. And it's like, well, if 12-year-old me could do it, then why can't 18-year-old me do it, or 20-year-old me do it, or however old you are? And it's really unfortunate because there are so many guys out there, and girls, who have so much potential or have such good skills and could take advantage of that, but are making excuses. Let's get through that intersection real quick. Yes, they make so many excuses, but they've got such potential that you just sit there and go, you could really be someone, and they're not, because they've convinced themselves for one way or another that they don't want to or can't, or and it's unfortunate. But again, you've got to stop making excuses. Now, if you've got a genuine reason, which is very, 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 very rarely, you've got a genuine reason. I don't know what that is. You may not have access to the internet or some bullshit. Or you may not have enough stable power, or you know what I mean. Like, genuine reason, then okay, fair enough. It might be a bit more difficult. We have to find another way around. But if you are convinced that you want to make YouTube videos, then you will find a way. You will do what it takes to upload videos and build a following, and make a full-time income off of it. But as soon as something gets a little bit difficult, or the bar of entry is more than nothing, which it's literally one step above nothing for YouTube, you've just got to press record that first time, and then that's it. But then it goes into the too hard basket for a lot of people. And it's like, well, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. And if a person isn't actually committed, genuinely committed to changing their life, then they won't. Now, again, that'll look different for everyone. So I'm not saying if you don't make YouTube videos, you're going to be a loser. That's not what I'm saying. But it's a good example because it's such a low risk, high reward thing that if it doesn't work out, or what, you learn the YouTube algorithm. You learn how to edit videos. You learn how to speak in front of a camera. Like, you're already getting developing these skills that can be applied elsewhere. Now, you might be one of the best. You might be super funny. And you can make a killing off of being a comedian, and it's like, go for it. But you've got to, if you are listening to that little voice in your head, doubting yourself, or telling you it's going to be too hard, or you're going to fail, you're going to get laughed at, then you're going to believe it, and you're not going to perform as well. So you've got to learn to tell your little I'll say monkey brain, but that little voice in your head to shut up. And if you're genuinely passionate about something, just go and fucking do it, man. Just go and do it. I'm telling you, especially with YouTube, on the other side of that initial video, yeah, it's so much easier. It's so beneficial. Don't go, mate. There's cameras at this intersection. You get fucked. But yeah, I can't see, but it's got a bit of pump from the gym. It's the best decision you'll ever make. And whether it just stays a hobby, it's still a valuable hobby that you can translate into real life skills, like I said. You shouldn't be letting some shitty little excuse hold you back from the life you dreamed of. And that's why I titled it this way. Excuses will keep you broke, because for a lot of people, making money seems difficult. Now, I haven't made my riches yet, but again, it's too hard. But is it? If you break it down, is it actually too hard? Or are you just looking at it from a whole perspective? Like, yeah, of course, making $1 million a month is going to be hard when you've got no experience. But look at all the people who do make $1 million a month. They've been doing this shit for decades. They've got experience. They'd stopped listening to those little voices in their head, stopped making excuses, and just started. And now look at them. You can look at, that's excuses. You can look at the big picture and go, oh, I'm never going to get there. And while you may never get to $1 million a month. No one actually needs that much money, by the way. It's just if you look at it, $1 million a month, and you've got very little entrepreneurship skills, then of course it's gonna be fucking difficult. It doesn't take any old bloody genius to figure that one out. Whoa, why are we going into this lane, you fucking idiot? Missed the road rage, and it's no shit. It's gonna be difficult. So you've got to break it down and make it as simple as possible, so then those voices don't have as many reasons to. Because obviously, even the biggest people who have, say for like an entrepreneur who has, never done MMA and they want to get into MMA, well, they look at the best people in the world and go, they'd fuck me up. I don't want to do that. Like, no shit they would. They'd fuck anyone up. Those people who've been doing MMA for decades or their whole life, of course they're going to fuck you up, because that's all they do. They train, they work so hard on it. Again, but when they started, they probably had excuses too. But it's all about normally, it's just the hardest part is starting. And I made a video about that, it was probably a while back now, and it was, saying how the hardest part is just starting. And yeah, you got to learn to shut off those excuses and just do it. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. You got to disconnect yourself from the outcome and just enjoy the process. That's why they say focus on the journey, not the destination. Especially for men fulfilling their purpose, it's all about the journey. That is what gives men fulfillment. It's, again, I can say it. I can say it as much as I want, and a lot of people online say it. But again, it's up to you to sit down and make the decision to finally stop making shitty excuses and just do it. Like, if you let those excuses just keep beating you, then really that's what I want to hear, because that's less competition for me. And while you're on the other side of the screen watching, I'm creating and achieving my dream. So you can believe me when I say I'm telling you this because I want to help you. I don't want to, because it's in my best interest that you don't start making content or stealing my audience. But again, everyone deserves their dream life. But it's the people who actually get it and win it are the people who actually work for it and stop making the excuses. Just before I wrap up, I want to make one more analogy. Think of it like running up a hill. It might take you, 30 seconds, a minute. The hill's decent size, but you can see the top, and you go, well, shit, I can't run up all that at once. But if you break it down and go, well, I can run so fast up this hill, and it's going to take me, 45 seconds, for example. And I know at the top, I'll get this great, awesome view of whatever, I'll get this amazing view, and it will definitely be worth it for 45 seconds of pain. But there's going to be a little voice in your head that says, oh, but it'll be hard, and you'll be tired, you'll be puffing, and it's like, well, yeah, you get an awesome view, you can take photos, But to get up that hill, you got to do a little bit of pain, and you get to enjoy this amazing view. And normally, and if you're unfit, then more likely than not, you're gonna let that little voice win, and you're never gonna get to see that view. But if you're in shape, you'll understand that 45 seconds. Oh well, yeah, it may be tough and I may be puffing, but I'll recover. I'll get my stamina back, and I'll be right to go in 5 minutes or whatever. Hell, I might even do it again to see the view another time, because you understand that you've learned to turn off that voice in your head before. You now get to reap those rewards so much easier and with less struggle the next time. So, again, believe me when I say the first time is the most difficult, and that's why a lot of people don't start, because they've got to go up this hill, and the first time they're going to be really tired and they're going to be puffing and puffing, but they'll get to see the reward of seeing the view. And then each time they get up, they get a little bit fitter, and all of a sudden they can run up that hill. Instead of 45 seconds, it might take them 20 seconds. Oh, shit. Started in third. That was not good. And yeah, and then all of a sudden you have put in half of the amount of effort, less than half. It takes you half the amount of time to experience that same amazing view. And then when you go and tell all your buddies about it, they make the same excuse. Oh, it's a super steep hill. It's going to take me, I'm going to be super tired after it. But you're like, the view is amazing and it's not that bad. But they're like, oh, nah, the view's won't be that good. But it's like, you know, this is what I'm getting at. Like, I hope you can understand where I'm coming from. If you don't experience it the first time, it's difficult to understand, but I hope you can just trust me when saying 99 times out of 100, 999 times out of 1,000, 0.001% of the time, it won't be worth it. So you should always just go and listen, shut up, tell your brain to shut up, and just take the leap of faith, you know? You'll be glad you did. You'll be so glad you did. Alright, that's about it for me. Again, it's up to you to change your life. That's why I say in my banner, my channel, you're in control of your future. And I'd say life is what you make at the end of videos, because it's up to you. You can listen to all the content in the world, but if you don't start taking action, you'll never achieve anything. Anyways, thanks for sticking around for this long. If you stuck through this 18-minute video, I love you, all 33 of you. And remember, life is what you make it.